Hey guys, Alex here, GuitarForce.com. So in today's lesson we're going to take a look at Jeff Beck's version of Nessun Dorma, which was originally created by Puccini for the orchestra. And this was kindly requested and supported by Mike, so big thanks goes out to him for the support. Now this is a very interesting instrumental, and especially when Jeff is playing. We all know that Jeff's unique style is very hard to copy. And especially in this piece as well, because it's for the orchestra, the timing is very off. I mean, it's kind of like a floating piece of music. So, you know, it was definitely a challenge to me to play the phrases. I mean, the phrases themselves are not that difficult, but when you put the orchestra and Jeff's touch, you know, we all know his finger picking style and use of the tremolo. That becomes, you know, really hard to play exactly like he did. So take it with a grain of salt. I'll show you the phrases and all the stylistic things that he did to the phrases, but you know, I always say that you have to listen carefully to the original playing if you want to play as close as possible to the original artist, which is not very easy, especially with Jeff. I don't think I have done any lessons on Jeff's songs, so this is the first one. And yeah, with this long intro, we're gonna now go into the lesson. But before that, we're gonna be in standard tuning. Now, I was using this Ibanez guitar. I'm very aware that Jeff was using, of course, the struts, and I could use the struts as well. But because of the tremolo, you know, the whole system here, it's much easier to play on this guitar, and you know, the sounds are really close to the struts. So I've used this guitar. Also for the sound, I was using of the VST plugin Guitar Rig, and I'm gonna show you the picture of the preset right now. It has his actually signature kind of preset tone in Guitar Rig, so I use that. If you're gonna need the tabs for this song, for this lesson, they're gonna be available at GuitarForce.com, as well as the backing track, so all of the links are gonna be in the description box down below. Alright, so without further ado, I'm going to show you the picture of the preset right now, and while you are checking it out, I'm going to play you my low E string so you can tune up and play along with this lesson. Alright, so as always, we're going to break up the song into parts, into licks and phrases. But before we dive into the transcription of the song, I just want to mention a couple of things. So first of all, I'm sure that you noticed that the whole song, the instrumental, is very kind of free form. It's floating around, you know. The song itself is kind of breathes. So there is no a certain tempo that is going on, but it's mostly played by the feel. And some phrases are kind of sped up, some phrases are slower down. In the end, you know, they're holding on to the notes, especially Jeff is holding on to the notes a little bit longer. So the notes that you see in the tabs are approximate time value. They have the approximate time value, but you know, it's just kind of to show where you have to fret the notes and how to play them with the vibrato and the you know, with the tremolo bar and with the bending and stuff like that. But again, you just have to refer to the original song and listen carefully to the flow of the phrases. And especially with Jeff Beck, I mean, you know, he's always been known for, you know, very little nuances and stuff like that when playing the phrases. And there are a lot of little details, like regarding, for example, the tremolo arm, or the bending, the pre-bends, the vibrato and all that. It's very kind of hard to play exactly the same, so just take this with a grain of salt and like I always say, the best way is just to listen carefully to the phrases. Once you know where you have to put your fingers, then it all comes down to your ears and how you're gonna play a certain phrase. So without that out of the way, we're gonna break up the song, like I said, into parts and also into licks and phrases. So we're gonna start off with the first one, which is gonna go like this, and also it's played on a relatively clean guitar, but after the first part he uses more overdrive to give a sustain to the notes. So we start off with the first one, which is gonna go like this. So here we start off kind of like a triplet feel. It has triplet feel to it, starting with the 3rd fret on the 2nd string. We play it for 4 times. In the end, the last one, you dip with the bar and then add vibrato. So a lot of vibratos are going to be played on the with the tremolo arm, so keep that in mind. But also we're going to be using the fingers as well. So that's the first part. And then we go an octave lower, which is on the 5th fret of the A string, and he plays again triplet feel, but he applies the quick dive and release onto the 3rd note, and then goes again into the vibrato. So that's the first phrase. Then we have the next one. So here again on the 3rd fret on the 2nd string, we play now this time 3 notes, adding some vibrato, also with the kind of triplet feel. Then we have on the G string, so it's a pre-bend on the 4th fret on the G string, pre-bend half a step, so you go from this note down 1 fret. So again, like I said, because there are a lot of nuances and how you can play a certain phrase, it's totally up to you. You know, that if you have to play exactly like Jeff Beck, I mean, you have to watch him when he's playing during live concerts. But I think that even him, you know, he would play differently every time, a little bit, slightly. So here you can do a pre-bend on the 4th fret and just go down, bring it back to the pitch, and then add the vibrato with a tremolo arm. Or you can do. So you have to be really careful playing the 5th fret and then depressing on the bar half a step and adding some vibrato. You know, this is a very kind of fine tuning to play these kind of phrases. So the pre-bend is a little bit more kind of precise. And then we have. So here we have the 2nd part of the phrase. We have 4th fret on the G string, and then you pull off to the 3rd fret and add some vibrato. Again, you can do with the tremolo arm, and then the 2nd part of the phrase is so picking the note 2 times and then you bend up half a step. Or again, you can pull up on the bar if you can do this, if your guitar allows this to do, and adding some vibrato. So just this phrase played is gonna go like this. Alright, so that's the first part. Then we have the next phrase, which is gonna go like this. So the beginning goes with the bend on the 5th fret on the 2nd string. You bend it up, stay on this note, then you pick it again and quickly bring it down. And again, add some vibrato either with a finger or with the tremolo arm. And then you pick it again 2 times. Add some vibrato with the tremolo arm, and then we have again the pre-bend on the 4th fret on the G string, bring it down, add some vibrato, and then again we have the ending of the previous phrase, which is. Alright, so altogether this couple of phrases back to back is going to go like this. Alright, so that was the first part of the song, of the instrumental. Then we go into a little bit different part. So again, we're going to break it up into phrases. So the first one is going to go like this. So here we start off again on the 2nd string, 3rd fret, hammer on onto the 5th fret. Then you bring up, so you bend the string up full step, and as you bend up, then you play, it's with a tremolo arm, quickly dive, but it's not a dive, it's actually going up in pitch, so you pull up on the bar like that, so it goes up and down, and then you bring down the string and you go 5th fret, so you bring it down 5th fret to the 3rd fret, and then you have 5th fret again to the 2nd onto the G string 4th fret. So one more time, the whole phrase. Like that. Then we move up 2 frets and we go into the next phrase, which goes like this. I'm going to separate here, so let's break down this part. So it goes 5-7 on the 2nd string. Then you bend up half a step and you do the same with the tremolo arm. So you pull up quickly. Then you bring down the string, go to the 5th fret, 7 again. And then we have 7 on G. And also pay close attention to the rhythm as well. So from the 7 to the 6 on the G string. So all together so far we got this. And then we go up a scale, so it goes. So it's 7th fret on the G, then we go up to the 2nd string 5, 7, 8. And then we're bending up the string, the 8th fret, the whole step. So it's going to go like this. Alright, I'm going to stop right here. So we ended with the bend on the 8th fret, adding some vibrato stain on this for 1.5 beats. Then you pick it again while the string is bent up. Then you pick it one more time, and you do again the same thing with the tremolo arm. So you quickly pull up on it, bring it down, and then you gradually bring the string down. So you have you bring it down, gradually bring it down, then you play 7th fret, and and then you slide into that 7th fret again and add some vibrato. So it's, then you pick it again, then 2 more times with a specific rhythm, and then we go down to the 3rd fret on the B string, 2nd fret on the G with a quick dive, adding some vibrato. Okay, so one more time, a couple of these phrases back to back are gonna go like this. And then to finish off the phrase we have. So as we stay here on the 2nd fret, you add some vibrato, then you pick the note, and then you pick it 3 more times a little bit faster. And you go to the 5th fret on the 2nd string. We stay on it for quite some time, and then we have a gradual bend from the 2nd fret on the B string, half a step bend up, and adding some vibrato. Now, just again, another side note here, just keep in mind that all of these notes that are playing, for example, going from the 7th fret here, you can play them in different places, okay? But by the sound of the note, to me it sounds like he's playing on the higher strings. Plus, if you look at some of his live performances, you can see that he's moving down to this area here and playing these notes here. But it's nothing, it's not wrong to play them here as well, So many variations how you can approach each of the phrases and the notes where you can play these. As long as you're playing it, correctly with the right rhythm, then by all means you can find your own notes. I mean, the notes in different places which are more suitable to you. So this is just one way. All right, so let me just play this whole kind of part together. All of the licks and phrases together is going to go like this. Alright, moving on, we're going to switch the positions now. We're going to go up an octave, around 17th fret area. So the first phrase is going to go like this. So we're bending the G string on the 17th fret. As you bend it up, again we do this trick with the tremolo arm where you pull up on it quickly and release it. And add some vibrato after that. And then you bring down the string, you go 17, 16. Then we have... So here we have a rake and bending the 2nd string on 17th fret. You bend it up, pick it again and add some vibrato. And then you bring down the string, 17, 15. Then the ending kind of part of these phrases is going to go like this. So here on the G string, 15th fret, we have a pre-bend, half a step pre-bend, and then you bring it down, so release the bend and add some vibrato, and then we go on to the D string, 16th fret, we pick the note, gradual bend, half a step, and add in some vibrato. So this few phrases back to back together, gonna go like this. Moving on, the next phrase is gonna go like this. So here we have 15 fret on the B string, then we go 17 hammer on onto 19. Then we have again 17 fret, but adding some vibrato now to this note. Then quickly pulling off to 15 and back to 17, so it's. And then have a slide on the G string from 18th fret down to 16th. So one more time, the whole phrase. Again, pay attention to the rhythm of the rhythmical side of the phrase. Alright, so the next phrase goes like this. Alright, so I'm going to separate here. So we start off on the B string, going 17, 19, 20, back to 19, a little bit longer stand on this note, then we have 17 to 19, a little bit quicker, and then we move down to the G string, and we play it 19th fret, but we also, you can hear the open D string. And I'm not sure if it was played intentionally or unintentionally, but it works because here we have the D note, which is 2 octaves higher than this one. So, you know, it could be intentionally played this one. Anyways, it works. So it goes 19 on the G and open D, but it's for a very short time, and then we move to 18 on the G string, then moving up 1 fret to 19th fret here. Again, adding some vibrato with the tremolo. Then we have 2 notes but played with the rake. So 17 on the B, and you play them with the rake. So these 2 strings are muted, and you hit the B string. And the same goes for the 19th fret. And then from here we go 20, and then you bend up the string. You bend it up, stay on it, add some vibrato, pick it 2 times while the string is bent. Then in the end we do the same trick with the tremolo arm. So you pull up on it real quick and release it. Gradual release, and then you go 19th fret, and you slide into this note again. Pick it 1 more time, add some vibrato, and then we have. So again, picking it 2 times, 19th fret, then go down to the 15th fret on the same string, and then onto the G on the 14th fret. Now again, these 2 notes could be played here, so it's totally up to you how you want to play it. You can do it like this, or you can do it. And then to finish off this phrase, so just like we did in the previous part, you stay on this note on the 14th fret on the G string, and then you pick it 3 more times in a specific rhythm, and then you go to the 17 on the B string, adding some vibrato, and then from 14th fret again gradual bends, half a step, and adding some vibrato. Or if you play here, you can do a little bend here on the 18th fret, and then go So 19 on the D string, 21st on the G string, and then 18 on the G, bending up half a step and adding some vibrato. Alright, but to me it sounds a little bit better if you do it like this. It's a little bit cleaner as well because we're playing on the thinner strings. Anyway, so then to finish off the this phrase that we have so we go 16 to 19 on the G string, and then you bend 18 whole step. You can even do like a full pre-bend, or you can go, but to me it sounds better if you do it on the B string with the pre-bend. And then we have 19 on the G string, and then we're bending B string on the 22nd fret and staying on this note. And then the whole, you know, music goes to the final kind of chord. You know, the volume goes up, and so he stays here. If you have a really good sustain, you don't pick the note, just stay on it and add some vibrato. I don't, so I pick the note again. Sorry. And then gradual release, and staying on this note, adding some vibrato, and that's how we end this instrumental. Alright, so now I'm gonna play the whole instrumental without the backing music, but without the backing track, just the guitar, and so you can hear the phrases a little bit better on their own. Again, just keep in mind that it's a free flow, so I will play, I'll try to play as rhythmically correct as possible, but you know, obviously you have to play it with the backing track and also with the feel and understanding and knowing how the phrases go. So this is going to be just kind of an approximate rendition of this instrumental. So it's going to go like this. Alright guys, so that was it for this lesson. I hope you liked it. If you did like it, please give it a thumbs up. Also comment, share, subscribe if you're new to my channel. Don't forget to visit GuitarForce.com for more guitar lessons. In the meantime, I'll see you again. Take it easy, and as always, let the force be with you.